Schwellenbach off that complete game, the first of his career last Wednesday against the Brewers. He was so sensational. I don't know that you're going to get another complete game, but hopefully another solid start here tonight.
2-0 with an 0.86 against the Mets.
Francisco Lindor leads off.
Really swinging the bat well. Has been hot over his last 15 games.
But Schwellenbach quickly calms that bat. 98, swing and a miss, and a good start for Atlanta.
Pretty much pounding the zone right there. A couple of fastballs by him. Strike three right there. 98 up in the zone.
Brandon over the last 8 games hitting .353 with a .1052 OPS.
1-1 popped up, foul ground coming over Riley. Over by the Mets dugout, has room and makes the catch, and 2 down.
Soto hitless in his last 2 games. 3 hits shy of 1,000 for his major league career. And he drives one well to center field. Back goes Harris to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Juan Soto puts down his marker in the first inning.
For Juan Soto, his 13th home run in 39 games in this ballpark. His 14th for the Mets this year.
And the Mets strike first against Schwellenbach. It's 1-0 New York.
And that's a really important start for the Mets because runs are going to be few and far between if the trend continues against a guy like Schwellenbach.
Here's the 1-1 on the way to Alonso on a ground ball out to second. On the other end, Ozzy's got it. Takes that swift ground ball, throws it over to first base for out number 3, and that ends the top of the first inning.
David Peterson day for the Mets.
So we talked about Schwellenbach coming off a complete game. Peterson is as well, his last time out.
First of his career against Minnesota, last time out.
He has just gotten better with every start.
Braves have kind of been his kryptonite. Last 3 starts against Atlanta, 0-2 with a 7.36 ERA.
Acuna just named National League Player of the Week. And he takes it wide, ball 4. White hits it down to first. Alonso gets the out there. Now they've got Acuna on the rundown. And Lindor will put a tag on him. 3-3-6 double play for the first 2 outs. Now Matt Olson has got 4 home runs in 16 career at-bats against David Peterson. He grounds one down to Alonso, and Pete makes the overhand toss. 2-hand grab by Peterson. Smartly done. McNeil right now with an 18-game on-base streak, the longest current streak in the major leagues. He rips one into right field, and he's on base again. So a leadoff single for McNeil stretches his on-base streak to 19 games, and the Mets have a leadoff base runner in the second.
Well, Schwellenbach did not walk a single batter in that complete game performance against Milwaukee, but he does issue a walk here to Alvarez. Swing and a miss. 98 from Schwellenbach to get Mauricio.
Yeah, good pitch there. In on the hands. Couldn't get to it.
Here's Tyrone Taylor with 2 out and 2 on. And Taylor flies one to shallow right. Long one in for Acuna. Coming toward the line. He dives. He can't get it. It's down for a base hit. McNeil is in. Here comes Alvarez. The throw by Acuna. Not in time. It's a 2-run bloop double for Tyrone Taylor. And the Mets have a 3-0 lead in the second inning. Well, Acuna is back and he's hitting, but he's just not running 100%. Right. That's a play where on a healthy knee, he probably makes the play, and he comes up limping a little bit as he goes back to his position.
Back to the top of the order, and Lindor. Checked out, he went, so Lindor down on strikes again, but the Mets add 2.
So 2 out and nobody on. Now as the Albies.
Chopped into the ground. Mauricio will have to hurry here. Ozzy beat it out. Infield single. So first hit tonight for Atlanta, and now the catcher, Sean Murphy.
And he hits a changeup on the ground to McNeil. Takes his time, throws him out. All 6 of his outs have come on ground balls in the first 2. Soto delivered his 20th home run against the Braves, his first time up. And that's ball 4, so he's on base again. His 61st walk, and the Mets have a 1-out base runner.
It's rare that Schwellenbach walks 2 within the first 3 innings, but that's what he's done here tonight.
Comes with 1 down. That'll bring Pete Alonso up to the plate.
Well, Schwelly got Soto leading. Ozzy applies the tag, and there are 2 away. Alonso is going to reach here. The only question is, will he be at first or second? He's going to go for second. Ozzy gets there, and the polar bear is frozen out at second base. A base running blunder, 2 of them for the Mets in the top of the 3rd.
Ball 4. He's walked Acuna for the 2nd time. Here's Eli White.
Eli White singles out to right field. So the Braves try to put together a little 2-out rally.
So the Braves have a runner in scoring position for the first time, and now Matt Olson. Peterson in a big spot here against a guy who has hit him hard in the past.
3-1, dropped down into right center. Acuna is going to come home to score the first run tonight for Atlanta. And all of this, guys, with 2 outs.
You get a 2-out walk and can make someone pay like that. It's huge.
Runners at the corners, 2 down for Austin Riley.
And Ronnie pulls one down to third. Mauricio's got it. Gets the force play that retires the side.
Here's Taylor. 2-run double his last time. 10th double of the year. Snapping what was an 0 for his last 8 stretch.
That's driven deep to left by Taylor. Going back is White. Back near the wall. It's out of here. Tyrone Taylor with his second extra base hit of the day. His second home run of the year. Taylor's got 3 of the 4 RBIs, and the Mets lead 4-1. Tyrone on an 0-2 pitch, and he clubbed it.
Tyrone Taylor may be one of the few that has Spencer Schwellenbach's number. And this is a new Mets team against same old Schwellenbach, who's been so good. He gave up 2 earned runs all year against them last year. 4 of them tonight.
1 out for Alonso, who's 1 for 2.
And he lines this one into right center for a base hit. So Alonso's 2 for 3. 6 hits now for the Mets against Schwellenbach. And here's McNeil, who has 1 of them.
Liner right at Allen. Double play. What a throw by Nick Allen. He unloaded that quickly to get Alonso over at first base.
David Peterson has been churning and burning today with those ground ball outs. And that has meant a lot of very swift innings on the defensive side for the Mets, who have held on to this 4-1 lead.
And Olsen pulls one on the ground. McNeil with a nice sliding stop. And he throws him out. McNeil using both knees. Austin Riley, since he came up in 2019, has 19 home runs against the Mets. That ties him for the most home runs against the Mets since 2019. And Riley goes down swinging on that back foot slider. 3rd strikeout for Peterson. He's now retired 8 in a row. So these 2 pitchers, Schwellenbach and Peterson, both of whom threw their first 9-inning complete games of their careers their last time out. Here's Schwellenbach working in the 7th, and Peterson undoubtedly will be doing the same.
1-2 from Schwelly, and he got him. Splitter. That's that devastating pitch, and he had Jared Young out in front.
1-2, blew a slider by him, but he swung on and missed for strike 3. 0-2. 0-3, swung on and missed at a splitter. Another strikeout for Schwellenbach. He strikes out the side.
Spencer Schwellenbach, 7 innings, 4 runs, 6 hits. Looks like he's done for the night. David Peterson still trucking. Here's Michael Harris. And he gets jammed, but bloops it to shallow left. On comes Nimmo, and he's got it. Side retired.
David Peterson back on the mound, bottom of the 8th, facing Nick Allen, the 9-man.
And he walked him.
Ball 4, so that'll at least get somebody up in the Mets bullpen.
And now you flip the lineup card over to Acuna. Lines it the other way. Got the sinker that time. A solid single for Acuna. Atlanta 2 on, nobody out.
So Garrett is coming in with 2 men on. Peterson out after 7 innings plus.
And Reed really is the fireman.
Alex Verdugo will bat for Eli White to give them a left-handed bat against Garrett.
Verdugo out to right center. It falls. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. What a prime spot for Matt Olson.
In there for a call, strike 3. Got him looking at a splitter. And Garrett gets the big first out of the inning. So 1 out. Bases still loaded for Riley. And Riley skies one. Shallow right field. Not deep enough to get a run in. Soto is under it. Makes the catch. Allen comes 2 steps down the line and then holds up. 2 out.
Boy, Garrett's 1 out away from Houdini act again.
The Braves got the Big Bear coming up. 0 grand slams so far in 25 for the Braves. So this could be the perfect time for the first one.
Ozuna lines it down the left field line. Circle the bases, boys. The Braves are going to try to tie it. Verdugo will score as Lindor bobbles it. Marcell Ozuna delivers, and this ball game is tied.
Maybe that's the jumper cable jolt the Braves needed right there.
So many times this team has had opportunities where they needed exactly that, and they were denied. And this time, against their hated rival, the Mets, they find a way and tie up the game.
Tell you what, I don't know if this team has needed a hit more than they needed that right here.
On to pitch for the Braves is Dylan Lee.
It's Soto, Alonso, and McNeil.
Soto lines one past Albies into right field, a base hit. And Soto's got his second hit of the night. So the Mets have the tie-breaking run at first, and Alonso at the plate. Pete's 2 for 3 tonight.
First pitch to right field and deep. Acuna at the wall. He reaches up to grab it. A throw to first, and they're going to get the double play. Soto didn't know where the ball was.
He didn't know what the call was.
Wow, what a turn of events.
Ronald tracked it perfectly, went right up into the air, and robbed saved it from hitting the wall. What a play.
Yeah, the umpire was real late in making the call.
He caught that clean. There's no question.
I was going to say that. I know you're looking for the umpire there, but if you're Soto, you are right there looking at that. You got to know he caught that.
Yeah. How many base running mistakes can the Mets make in one game?
And Dylan Lee has his bacon saved.
Well, I'll say.
2 down, bases empty for Jeff McNeil.
Got him.
We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, tied at 4.
Edwin Diaz in to pitch to the top of the 9th. And now the rookie catcher, Drake Baldwin, will bat for Nick Allen. Hit on the ground right at Lindor. And we're going to extra innings. Diaz works a 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th, 4-4 heading for the 10th.
And the Braves in the 10th inning are going to bring on Raisel Iglesias.
So the Mets unable to move Luis Angel Acuna with either of their first 2 batters. Now they're in danger of leaving him stranded.
In the air, shallow left center. Williams back, and he's got it. What a confidence builder for Raisel Iglesias.
Braves will try to win it in the bottom of the 10th.
Huascar Brazoban will try and hold the fort in the bottom of the 10th after the Mets failed to score in the top of the 10th. And the Mets are going to walk Acuna intentionally. That makes perfect sense. And now Verdugo, in a pinch single in the 8th, will come to bat with first and second and nobody out. Verdugo set to swing, and he pops it up. Infield fly rule will be called. The batter is out. That is a huge out for Huascar Brazoban.
Now Olsen.
In the dirt, gets away from Alvarez. Runner starts for third and then stop, and they throw to second, and instead Williams keeps going to third, and he'll make it.
Oh, a huge mistake by Alvarez. He had Williams hung out between second and third, and instead of running at him, he threw behind him, and Williams gets to third base easily.
They walked him anyway. Bases loaded.
Multiple times tonight, the Mets have had outs on the base paths, and here in the bottom of the 10th inning, the Mets give the Braves a break with runners on the base paths. And now you just need a sac fly to win this game.
And the batter will be Austin Riley.
Now a chance to win it, and that's going to do it. Riley to deep center. It's caught, but it will not matter. Williams comes home, and the Braves walk off the Mets. We'll see how it all turns out, but this could be the type of ball game that turns things in the right direction.
The Mets' 4th consecutive loss, first time they've lost 4 in a row this season.
And the Braves walk it off in an amazing comeback win against the Mets.